Hi Ayush. So this survey would be
Hello,
conducted as a part of hi. So this survey would be conducted as a part of the marketing project that we have been assigned, and I'll be recording this as already told. So let's get going. What is your age?
I'm currently 24 years old.
Okay, you're 24. And in which city do you reside
I live in
currently?
Bangalore.
And that is a tier one city, fine. And
That is a tier one city.
your monthly family income would be in which bracket? 50, less than 50K, 50K to 1 lakh, or 1 lakh, 1.5. What bracket would you do?
I think it will fall under 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh.
1 to 1.5. Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, so you must have taken coaching for your JE preparation as well as for your MBA. You're currently pursuing your MBA. Am I right?
Yes.
Have you taken coaching for both of them?
Yes, I have taken for both.
Okay. Drawing on that, when did you realize that, let's say you needed an academic support
Hmm.
via coaching? So, what was that moment when you realized this? Can you elaborate on that?
The first instance would be when I was in my 11th standard.
Yeah.
So I felt I need extra guidance for the clearance of JE exam. So that was the first time I thought I would need extra help to help in my studies.
Okay. And for your MBA coaching, can you elaborate on that also?
Yeah, after my UG course, which was BTech,
Yeah.
then I decided to join a MBA coaching because somewhere down the lane I realized that although my academics would be strong coming from a tech background, but the skills needed to clear interview and group discussions in the MBA process, I would need that help from a coaching institute.
And from the exam point of view, also, you must have felt some
Yes, obviously.
hindrances. So, can you speak something on that?
So as you know that in CAT exam, which is a entrance exam to MBA, there
Yeah.
are there is a particular section called DILR.
Yeah.
So for me, that section was pretty difficult at first when I was doing my MBA study alone. But
Okay.
after that, I joined a IMS coaching that is in Bangalore.
Okay.
So the coaching really helped me in solving the DILR, and because of that only, that was the highest section in which I got evaluated in the CAT exam.
Wonderful. And to sum it up, I think you want to say that first you were opting for self-study and then you faced difficulties in your DLI section while giving mocks and all. And thenceforth you realized that you might need coaching and that would be a more structured approach to solving
Yeah,
those DLR sets. Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
that would be correct.
And this was also answer the second question, I think, that which specific problems or struggles that you made you feel stuck and you considered coaching. So DILR was, as you mentioned, was one of
Yes,
the,
DILR was one of the.
yeah, it was difficult for you. And after coaching, you found the methodology given by the faculty there to be helpful to you.
Yes, especially the interaction I had with my teacher, also with my peers as well.
Okay.
Discussing among them, it made the problem little bit more easier, and also relating to the uh, answers structure from my peers also made it clear in some ways, and it helped me thinking in my own way. It basically gave me a kickstart to how to properly structure a DILR question, how to go through it.
Yes, a good peer group would be absent while you were self-studying, and yes, a good
Yes,
peer group would
absolutely.
have been a boon to your preparation. Yes,
Yes,
and while you came to the conclusion that you wanted to join a coaching, so you must have looked for relevant information regarding which coaching institute to join. There are many, I think, for MBA preparation. Let's not name them at the moment, but like what sort of information and where did you look for these information when you were like exploring these coaching options? There's YouTube, there's Google, there are
yes.
mentors, there are
So,
referrals and your relatives and siblings as well. So
mm,
what In where do you look for this information while you considered joining? Can you
So
elaborate more?
at the very first, I started with whatever my parents and friends said.
Okay.
Expanding on that, I also did some research in online like forums, and I also went out to each and every possible coaching institute and talked with them, and got to understand how the faculty there works, and that helped me ultimately deciding on which one to do.
Okay, so you visited the coaching centers physically and
Yes,
finally decided on which based on the information.
yes, yes.
Okay. Uh, And what sort of information did you like? You visited or you interacted with the friends, family, and peers? So, which sort of information were you looking at that you asked them that helped you reach your this decision? Like, let's say there's teacher quality, the quality of teaching that they have in that this thing, the student satisfaction. Let's say you interacted with a student and he said that he was highly satisfied with the way of teaching, the fee structure, the class timing, let's say, or the flexibility. Like, did they have online, offline? Or a hybrid sort of setup or recorded lectures was what all of these factors did you consider while joining?
Actually, it was because of multiple reasons that you mentioned just right now.
Okay.
First and foremost was the quality of teaching faculty. I make sure that I attended all the demo sessions of each institute.
Okay.
Also, what more I figured out that the way their individual portals were set up and how good the material of the teaching stuff is there uploaded in the website. I also checked that. Given that, also
Mm.
I have conversed with many other students who are already were studying in the respective coaching. So also their insights were quite valuable in deciding my choice.
Okay. And so let's say you talked with peers, you had a interaction with your family, and you yourself went and visited the facilities, as you said. So, whose opinion do you think was the which you trusted the most while you made that decision of which coaching institute to join? Whose opinion did you think was the most credible or the most trustworthy that played an impact
I,
in your
I, th-
decision?
uh, I think for me, the most credible was the information that I got from the existing students from the coaching institutes. Also,
Okay.
my one-on-one interaction with the teacher faculty of respective coaching institute. That was my top most priority in deciding which one to choose. After that, maybe family and friends' opinions.
So, existing students' reviews and both the faculty interaction as your top
Yes,
priority. So, okay. Then you said you would consider family and friends.
family and friends. Yes.
Obviously, because the students that are studying there, they provide a greater depth and greater. They would have a proper understanding of what you can expect if you join. So, I think that is why you are telling that the existing students would be a
Yes,
good thing
and
to.
there's also a informal thing that will be not be told to me while by the faculty, which will be like rightfully said by rightfully like spoken to me with the peers because no one is judging them and they can actually speak their heart out what is actually going on rather than some official setting.
Correct, correct. Yes. So, yeah. And if I were to ask you, how much time did you spend collecting all these information before, let's say, shortlisting 3 or 4 coaching institutes, which were possible for you to join? So, how much time did you spend in collecting all of this information that we just talked about?
So because this doing an MBA is a major step in my career, I actually gave quite a some time in selecting coaching institute. It would be probably around 1 week or so that I properly did
Okay.
research and attended every demo session of the each faculties in each respective institutes. So it actually took some time. Mostly I'll tell 8 days or 1 week.
7 to 8 days, and you visited all
Yeah.
of them and had interactions with each other. Fine. Uh,
Yes.
so. Uh, you shortlisted, let's say, three potential coaching institutes that you wanted to join, and you had to choose in between, and you chose one of them, which you
Yes.
went on with. And let's say, what were the top factors that you considered when you compared these three institutes that were shortlisted? You can have quality of teaching, as we have already mentioned, it plays a major role. There's faculty, there are doubt classes, there's the result, past year results of all of these three, four institutes. There's the fee structure of them, the schedule that they
Hmm.
have. Some might be having it in the morning, some might be having it in the
Hmm.
evening, or some might be flexible. The students can come as they want. And obviously, there's peer group. So, what were, let's say, the top three factors that you considered when you shortlisted I want to join this one coaching institute apart from
Hmm.
leaving out the other two? So, what were the top three
Okay.
factors, if you may?
The topmost factor would be the price factor because each institute had different pricing schemes
Okay.
going on. So I chose the most affordable one, of course. And the
Okay.
second would be the class timings available to me because there were many institutes who only had classes in the earlier morning, and there were
Hmm.
also institutes who had only classes like late in night. So I was not comfortable with that. I chose in between. And the third factor would be the friendliness of the faculty with with how he engages with the new student, whether or not he joins or not. So that was a third factor that I considered between the three institutes.
So the quality of teaching, wherein he makes the class more engaging and interacts with everyone and teaches in
Yes,
an engaging
you
way,
can
is
you
what you're
can group it
saying.
like that.
Okay, engagement. Okay. Um, this is done. We have yeah. And you said that you mentioned that you spend around 7 to 8 days evaluating and comparing all these coaching institutes. Yeah.
Yes.
7 to 8 days. And if I may ask, how much did you pay for this course? Like, was it, let's say, between 10, 30K, 30, 70K, or was it more than 70K? Some bracket if you
It was
can.
it was less than 70K, but more than 40K.
So 40 to 70K you paid for this. Was there any scholarship exam that they had that they conducted, and they gave discount for this?
Yes, yes. There was a scholarship exam which they conducted.
Okay, they also had a scholarship. So this thing that you had, was it inclusive of that scholarship, or was this the full amount?
It was actually inclusive of that scholarship because I had a good result in the scholarship test which they take. So it was quite a discount to me, but still it would fall under 40 to 50K. Yes, that's the
Okay.
range.
Yeah. So what was your mode of payment, the amount that you paid for this course? So was it in
The
cash,
mode of
UPI,
payment
or a credit card?
was net banking.
Which it was net banking.
Net banking.
And any particular reason that you chose net banking?
Because ca carrying that amount of cash is like next to impossible. And UPI, although is a convenient option, I find whenever there is a payment in huge sum, net banking is the safest option. I feel that's why I chose that.
Okay. So you prefer net banking for, let's say, huge amounts and not the UPI or cash.
Yes.
Okay. And uh, what format of learning did you opt for? First of all, was there offline, online, or recorded lectures? All three of them were available or not at your institute?
There were actually all three available in the institute, and I
Ach-
chose for the offline one. But it
Okay.
also did come in with the recorded lectures of past years, and as well you can as well hop in into an online lecture if you miss a class.
Okay. Any particular reason why you opted for offline lectures?
Again, going by the same fact that you get the peer interaction and the class it becomes a little bit more lively than an online structure. Also, after class doubt solving session with the teacher faculties and also engaging and having conversation with other teachers as well. and other students who are also participating, also like going on to an MBA journey, it helps you being more active, and it also gives the extra motivation to come to the next class and attend without fail.
Okay. Obviously, we all do love a healthy peer interaction and peer group that motivates us. Uh,
Yes.
so I don't think, but let me ask, was there any last minute change in your decision? Let's say you shortlisted one and you wanted to join, but then let's say something happened and you just changed your mind and this did not happen with you, yes? Or am I wrong?
No, it didn't happen because of my thorough like research and everything. I came and I selected one out of all the available option, and I went with it.
Wonderful. And uh, so as you mentioned that you faced some difficulties while solving those hard DLR sets, and
Yes,
then you had this realization that a coaching could help you, could be a possible help, and then this
yes.
final enrollment that you did via net banking. So how much would this time span be from you realizing that you wanted coaching, you needed coaching that could be of help, and
Hmm.
enrolling in that coaching institute? So what would this time frame be in weeks or months?
I think everything happened in time span of like 20 odd days. That would be the perfect time span. After that, got enrolled and started my CAT journey.
Okay, within 20 days of realizing you had opted, and this was your main focus during this because you, I think, were solely preparing for CAT during this period. So that is why I
Yes,
think your decision came too fast in 20 days. Uh,
yes.
okay. Fine. So, if I were to ask you now that you have joined the institute of your choice, if I were to ask you to reflect on the problems you had before joining, as I already mentioned,
Hmm.
how had coaching solved it? Like, what help and what were your expectations from while enrolling in coaching, and what did you get out of it? If you can elaborate on that.
Well, before joining coaching, I just thought that there's a single magic formula to solving these DIL assets. This myth was broken. It was a continuous journey. I got to know how to approach a question, how to see to different angles, and then after that I sped up my calculation methods and on how to analyze particular question within time frame. And after that, some months after that, I got to practice many previous year question papers on that. And whenever if any step I got stuck, I instantly had a chat with my faculty mentor. So that had actually fastened my learning progress. And doing all these steps rigorously and continuously helped me crack the DIL set in the actual exam.
Okay, so in your case, I would say that the coaching investment paid off a huge chunk because, as you said, that you got the highest in your DLR section as well.
Yes.
Yes. So, was there any, let's say, these coaching institutes, as you might have noticed, they have these shortcut tricks and these hacks that people who do self-study they do not have or they do not realize. Uh, was this
Yes.
of any use, any help to you in your journey?
There is actually a different angle to it. What I thought before joining a coaching institute, that I could just search up in YouTube or Google of any shortcuts and I could get all the shortcuts available. But what I had been taught in the coaching is how can you just create your own shortcuts to it and just not rely on like thousands of shortcuts instead of just focus on the basics, and you can create your own shortcut that would be easier to remember in any exam or stress period situation.
That's wonderful. That's good to know. Uh, Again, reflecting back, if I were to ask you what is the thing that you liked the most about your coaching experience during your time at your MBA coaching, or let's say your JE coaching way back. So, what is
Hmm.
collectively, if you can just tell one single most coaching experience that you have liked above everything else. For example, you can have teaching quality, you can have mentorship from the faculty, your peers, interaction with peers, doubt solving with them, or
Hmm.
even the doubt solving classes that the faculty hosts. So, what would be a single most like thing that you have in your coaching experience?
The single most important quality that I liked was mentorship that the teacher gave each student according to their situation. That would be the topmost best quality.
Mentorship by faculty to each and every student. Okay.
Yes, according to their needs.
So, as in wherever they felt that this person was weak, and so they cater to that weak point of that person and help them recover it.
Yes,
Okay.
although there are many strengths, but they focused on the weakness and they just left the average strength of the candidate in overall all sections. So that would be a very good quality of this coaching institute.
Uh, Again, if I ask you if there's something that could have been improved from your side in your coaching journey or from the faculty's side, what would be your response to this?
Uh, Reflecting on my journey, what I feel like is like if I had been, I should have been more serious towards the end because for me, what happened was I completed my course way before like the actual exam happened, and after that, I became a little bit more relaxed. I feel that also the faculty was like creating situations that we have completed our syllabus, so we should be little bit more relaxed than tense. So that also like escalated to little bit more relaxing than needed. So this is the only fact I would change if I had rerun the journey.
Um, is there any possibility that while reflecting back, seeing an improvement, potential improvement, would you have opted for any other coaching institute
No, no, I would have
in
definitely
hindsight?
gone to the same. No, I would have
Okay.
definitely gone to the same coaching institute.
Because of the perks and the advantages that you mentioned earlier.
Yes, the perks actually outlived the demerits of it.
Mm, okay. Uh, yeah, 10 minutes that we need to. Okay. You prepared for both your JE and your MBA. You got into
Yes.
institutes that you wanted to be a part of. If I were to ask you if you were to take a drop in either case and would want to, let's say, aim for a better institute, so
Yes.
would you consider joining the same institute again in this case for a full year, or would you go with your original choice of institute, this coaching?
No, I would have gone with my original choice.
Any reasons for this?
First of all, I don't like the concept of taking a gap year just because
Okay.
I fail to make it to it. I feel whatever I get in the result, it is what I deserve, and
Mhm.
no, not a year, another year will change that result to very extent. So that is my logic behind it.
So obviously time is money, and let's say wasting
Yes.
or putting one another full year of your life into preparing for some exam is not worth it, you are saying.
Also, not only time, there will be actually waste of another huge sum of money which I have to again reinvest into it. So that
Precisely,
would be a
precisely.
waste.
That adds up. That adds up. So you would go with the same coaching institute if you were to let's say do it all again. You would have gone to the same institute. Part of that this I think is also because the faculties would be accustomed to your way of problem solving and your weak points. They would be knowing it much uh, earlier than let's say for people whom they might interact for the first time when they enroll. So I think that also plays a huge factor in sticking to the same institute.
Yes, yes, absolutely correct. The faculty would already know me and know my weakness and strengths. So we could work faster on my weakness rather than waiting to let the mentor know what is my actual strength and weakness.
Okay. Final question, Ayush. Would you recommend this coaching institute that you have joined throughout your journey to, let's say, if I come up to you and ask that I also want to do my MBA and I'm looking for a coaching institute, the best coaching institute, or let's say one which can help me in my MBA journey in Bangalore itself. So, would you recommend this coaching to someone else like me?
I would definitely recommend you this coaching. As a matter of fact, I have already recommended this to my junior mates
Okay.
who I know already in Bangalore. So yes, that is the case. I would definitely recommend this.
Okay, word of mouth is the most reliable from your uh, good friends is the most reliable source of information, I think,
Yes.
obviously. Okay, thank you, Ayush. Sorry for consuming 30 minutes of your time. Extremely sorry, but
No, cheers. It was a fun session.
thank you. Thank you so much, Ayush. Thank you.